Alrighty guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the Best Investing Money Management channel on YouTube. In today's video, we are going to be talking about oil. Should you buy oil stocks, oil ETFs, and some good oil indexes, some good oil stocks that you guys should buy? So starting off is kind of what's going on right now, okay? So right now, I'm sure you guys know, if you guys have a car, gas is becoming very expensive. Now, looking at this oil index chart, this crude oil index, you can see this massive upward trend. And in the past couple of weeks, we've seen this thing go from, about 27 all the way up to almost $40 for this index right here. Now, this is a massive growth, as you can see, just because before we had this slow and steady upward trend where, yes, gas was becoming more expensive, but it wasn't as fast as we've seen. And right now, this is due to the overall situation between Russia and Ukraine. We import a lot of oil from other countries, right? And we do import oil from Russia. It's not as much as other countries, but it still is a decent amount. And Biden came out and said that we are pausing all of the imports of Russian oil to hurt their economy because of the situation going on. And anytime you have that, pretty much where the supply goes down, but the demand stays the same, this is just basic economics. This will cause the price of any product to go up. It's just basic supply and demand. One thing that I always like to say is, remember during the first lockdown that we had, a couple of years ago, where pretty much nobody was driving. And we had so much supply, but not a lot of demand. This causes products to become very cheap. That's why gas was under like $1 per gallon. Now, given that is the complete opposite, we've seen massive growth. Now, answering that question of should you buy oil? Well, there's a couple reasons that I like to invest in oil. One, it almost acts as a hedge against inflation. Historically, oil has done very well during recessions. It's almost like an indicator for recession. And, a lot of analysts have said that if oil does go up 100%, which it has in the past year, we are due for a recession. A recession could be coming. Now, me personally, do I think a recession is coming? I don't think we will see a market crash. I do think we're kind of in this zone of a market correction. And the difference between the two is a crash is when the market falls more than 20%. Correction is when it falls about 10%. We saw the last crash in 2020, and on average, a crash happens every 4 to 6 years, and a correction happens about every other year. So I definitely think we're in the mix for a possible correction. But either way, answering that question of should you invest in oil definitely acts as a hedge against inflation. It's 100% a tax write-off depending on the investment. And overall, it's seen growth. And I understand a lot of people don't like investing in it just because they believe that, green energy is the future. But at the end of the day, people still need gas. We are still years, if not decades away from fully electric or fully green. People will always need gas, whether it's for your cars or whether it's for your house. At the end of the day, it's all very important stuff, guys. And you can see, looking at this here, we have this general and beautiful upward trend. So the strategy that I would recommend if you're looking to get into oil would be dollar cost averaging. The reason why is because anytime you have an investment pop up this much, we always have tendencies to see sell-off shortly after. The reason why is because any reaction in the stock market is an overreaction. And I definitely think we'll see a little bit more sell-off, probably back down about this 30 to 29 mark. Right in that range is, I definitely think, a fair expectation for this index right here. But some other good investments that involve oil here is ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil has a beautiful chart here, as you guys can see. And you can see the huge crash where ExxonMobil stock went from 60 all the way down to $30. This was due to gas prices, not gas prices essentially, but it definitely was involved. The next one here is OXY. This is a petroleum company, and you can see it's seen a ton of beautiful growth. And over the past couple of weeks, we've seen just massive growth where this stock went from about $38 all the way up here to about that 57 mark. Another good stock would be Chevron. It's ticker symbol CVX here, as you can see, and look at the growth here. This is one that Warren Buffett just actually doubled his stake in, and as you guys can see, this thing has gone from 133 all the way up to as high as 174, really without skipping a beat. Yes, we've had a little consolidation as of today, but overall, guys, there is so much opportunity right now to make money in oil and other investments. And yes, if we do have a crash of some sort, good strategy, just dollar cost average it. Over the past 90 years, guys, the stock market has had that annual return rate of 9.8%. Going through all the crashes, all the ups and downs, just be consistent and just be a long-term investor. Don't try to make money quick, and you guys will be all right. Guys, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. We will see you guys later. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe. Take care.